After my last upload on the Battle of Centurion, I received quite a bit of feedback via the comment section, which I would like to discuss with you here now. One commenter basically said that all I was doing was dividing the minorities even further than they already are. I'm sure that this commenter is not alone in thinking this way. To those, I have this to say. At the moment, the white conservative, whether he be a so-called Afrikaner or a Boer, has absolutely no other choice but to vote for the Freedom Front Plus. There simply is no other party who represents them or claims to represent them. So they have two choices. Either they vote for the Freedom Front Plus or they don't vote at all. I know that for a long time, a large portion of the Conservatives did not vote for various reasons, mostly because they had been sold out in 1994 and refused to take part again. As it turns out, it looks like they were right on more than one account. They were indeed sold out by F.W. de Klerk, Rolf Meyer, etc. But not only that. It has now come to light that they were also sold out by the very people who claimed to be looking after their best interests, namely the Freedom Front Plus, or now known as the Freedom Front Plus, who basically shelved the Afrikaner Accord in order that a certain other party could benefit, instead of the whole Afrikaner nation. With the elections anticipated just a few months away, it was decided that instead of going and registering yet another political party and trying to convince the Boer Afrikaners to vote for it, we would turn the Freedom Front Plus into the party it was supposed to be in the first place, and then tell people that it was now okay to vote for them again. In order to turn the Freedom Front Plus into a party that truly represents the Boer Afrikaner, it is necessary to get rid of those who are guilty of selling our people out and purifying the party so that every single person working for that party knows that they are representing us and not ruling over us. Their goals are to do their best to achieve our objectives and nothing else. If they are not able or willing to accept that, they must go. If they refuse to go, we simply won't vote for them in the elections. Seeing that it is our votes that put them where they are, it is our votes, or the lack thereof, that can remove them from those seats in Parliament. So you see, this campaign of cleaning out the pigsty, as Colleen Serfontein calls it, is more of a unifying campaign for the Boer Afrikaner people than anything else. The days of the whites just sitting back in resignation are over. It is now time for those responsible for the plight of the Boer Afrikaner to be held responsible. Then there is the old comment that goes something like this. This channel can't be a legitimate channel because he, that's me, won't say who he is or show his face. Who of you remember Willem Petzer when he first became popular on YouTube? Well, Willem ran a very similar channel to mine, except he put his name and his face to it. What happened? As soon as he became popular, he was attacked outside of his house and stabbed. I don't need that kind of thing in my life. I have enough problems of my own to deal with, besides putting my life at risk for nothing really. Seeing my face or knowing what my name is will not change my message at all. Besides, my identity is certainly no state secret at all. There are many people who know who I am. I have run into people in the street, and as soon as I speak, they say they know exactly who I am. I don't deny it. I introduce myself. I just don't go advertising who I am, that's all. It has worked for me so far, so I'm going to keep it that way. As I replied to one commenter, his opinion is like arseholes. We all have one. If he doesn't trust what I have to say, don't listen. It's that simple. Okay, enough about that now. Let's get back to what Colleen has dubbed the Battle of Centurion. The movement has picked up a fair amount of traction, and an online petition has been launched to gather the signatures of as many people who agree that the Freedom Front Plus needs to be cleaned out from the inside. It doesn't matter whether you will be at the Freedom Front Plus offices on the 2nd of February or not. It doesn't matter whether you'll be at any of their other branches on the 2nd or not. If you agree, you need to add your weight to this petition as soon as possible. There will be a link to the petition in the description of this video. Please click on it and sign the petition as soon as possible. I have signed it already. The Boer Afrikaner desperately needs some kind of representation, and this is our only chance. I don't know if you have been paying attention, but South Africa has been following the exact road to an eventual genocide that every other previously colonized country in Africa has. In fact, we are in the final stages of that process. If you have young children, You owe it to them to at least attempt to secure some kind of future, because if you don't, they have no future in this country. That much should be very evident to anyone paying attention. If you are of the older generation like myself, you owe it to the younger generation to try and correct what happened between 1992 and 1994. It doesn't matter whether you voted yes or no, or whether you voted at all in 1994. It is now known that those referendum results were rigged anyway. So please people, if you would like to do your part in giving our people a glimmer of hope, take 2 minutes of your day to go to the description of this video and click on the petition link. Fill it in and know that you have contributed to what could very well be the last hope for the survival of the white minority in this country. Some may think that I am exaggerating when I say this. To those I say go and take a look at the required birth rate just to maintain our numbers, and compare that to what the birth rate among us is right now. Once you know what that number is, you will know that I am not exaggerating at all. I might do a recording on a speech I heard a few days ago and translate it here. The original was in Afrikaans. There were some sobering facts shared that I think as many of us should be made aware of, so stand by for that soon. Give me a like, share this, and if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do it now. You have nothing to lose. Until next time, be safe out there.